What's up, guys? Welcome to Mods Below Zero. I'm Kyle, and today for you I have my keys to a better vaping experience. And this one goes out to all those guys that always want to, the guys that are looking for, stuff to progress their vaping experience. I'm not talking about you newbies that, use a single 18650 mod. I'm talking about the guys that want to get into higher watt mods and stuff like that. So, yeah, these are my about 5 things that I believe that you need to enjoy a better vaping experience. The first of which is a solid charger. I use the IntelliCharger i4, and that's for 2 reasons. One of which it bleeds into the next one, but we'll get into that in a second. I use the IntelliCharger i4 because it was cheap and it holds 4 batteries, which is great. And it's pretty true to power. I mean, there are chargers out there with the digital screens, but I have noticed that this one is really good at keeping, your batteries married and stuff like that. And there's really no difference in power from what it shows, Like if you put a battery at half that's in there, it's going to read at half and then it's going to fill it up all the way. Which is pretty cool because some batteries start at 0, some chargers start at 0 and then they charge it all the way up no matter what your battery's at. Yeah, Coke Vanilla. Gotta love it. The second thing, which is also involved with the charger, is an extra set of batteries. I don't care if you've got a dual 18650 mod, a 3 battery mod, a 4 battery mod, whatever you get, you always need a second set. And that's good for 2 things. The first thing is marrying your batteries. Basically, you want your batteries to all be at the same power level and voltage, or else they're gonna, there's gonna be discrepancies, and then your batteries aren't gonna work because they're operating at different powers. The second thing is because if you vape like I do, which is all day, then you don't want to run out of battery halfway through your day and then just be out of nothing until you get home. That second set will be ready for whenever you're done with this one, and that way you can slap those on and you can keep everything in order without having to stop vaping, which is, that's some first world problem shit, but, it definitely makes your life easier when you've got more than 1 set of batteries. And I mean, I'm not saying just have 2. I'd say, I mean, for a while I kept 3 sets of triples for my my rouleau, and that was awesome just because, I mean, I'd have 2 sets charged and then have 1 set on the battery charger, that way, and 1 set in the mod, so one goes down, the other batteries go in, you can. It's a great thing to have multiple sets of batteries. My third thing, is you need to have quality cotton and quality wire. And the cotton I use is cotton bacon. And this stuff is great. I mean, it's not the cotton pads, whereas, it comes in little stacks and everything like that, and you can clip them or whatever. I like the gauze because I use the Temple RDA, which has a super, super big juice well. And I like the cotton gauze. The cotton baking gets deep down in there, and you don't have to sacrifice using more cotton than you need. Ooh, fucking up today. And then as far as wire goes, personally I like, I use Kanthal. I use nothing but Kanthal, and that's true for all my Claptons and everything like that. I just use Kanthal. But pretty much anything by Comp Vape makes wire and stuff like that. They also make pre-built coils, and if you're, a pre-built guy, which I'm not because fuck that and, that build life, right? But Comp Vape makes some super good wire. It holds up really well. I must say that I've never really had a set of coils that didn't last less than a week. I mean, that's unless I beat them to hell, but that doesn't happen often. The third thing, 4th, 5th, something, whatever number 1, is a coil kit, a coil building kit. And this is for the guys, that do their own building and stuff like that. And it's even great for, people that, that do pre-builds, because then you can use the coil master, the little pikes or whatever you call them in there, and you can, straighten your coils out without having to use a screwdriver and risking the chance of bending your shit out of place. The great thing about this kit, and I've had a few pieces missing for a while now, is it comes with all that. You get your wire clippers, you get your pliers, you get a flathead and a Phillips head, You get a pair of ceramic tweezers, which mine broke. I think I said that in the video. Yeah, my ceramic tweezers just broke, and it's been about a year. You also get some cotton tweezers, which is really great, you know, when you have your cotton halfway through your coil, and they're super thin at the tip, that way you can pull it through. The thing also comes with a whole, like, I think 15-foot spool of wire. And then you get these travel-sized scissors. You can sit there and, you know, just pop them open. You got scissors. And they fit in your pocket really well, and they just put all together. And then it comes with the Coil Master. The Coil Master is great because you literally, you unscrew this thing, you pick your width, you screw it back in, and then you take one of these and you just twist, and it makes your coils. It makes everything go by super fast. I have built with screwdrivers and stuff like that where it's perfectly fine. It's not going to affect you in any way. I think the Coil Master just makes for a quicker build. And, you know, there's no spaces, anything like that. Unless you need a spaced Clapton, I would definitely say go with the Coil Master. And this is definitely not sponsored. I don't have enough subscribers for all that. But, you know, it's just a product that I love, honestly. And then you get one of these. You get an ohm reader, and this is for you guys that run unregulated boxes, which I highly don't recommend these days. I mean, it's definitely, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, especially if you're a mech mod guy. But personally, I love my regulated boxes for all the safety features that come with them. But yeah, if you're an unregulated guy, it comes with this ohm reader, and this thing's really true to what it is. Super great. I've never had any issues with it. And the coil kit, it's just so, I mean, it's not too big, it's not too small. I mean, you can literally throw this in a backpack or something like that, or throw it in the backseat of your car, and you just always have it. Along with, I mean, your charger and everything like that. But, you know, I mean, as long as you're just going about your day and you need to build some coils, that thing's perfect because it's, you know, it's not super big. You know, it's not super bulky, so you don't have to worry about, you know, like, if you're going to have room for it or anything like that. It's never been an issue for me, at least. And then my last thing second to last thing I gotta say is you want a solid vaping setup. And what I mean by a solid vaping setup is your RDA, your tank, or whatever. I mean, if you're sub-ohm RDTA, my bad, RBAs are cool too, but fuck that noise. So yeah, if you have an RDTA or an RDA, I definitely say get a good setup. Because when you're doing your builds and stuff like that, you want something, personally, I like my regulated boxes, like I said, for all the safety features. So when you're getting fresh into building and stuff like that, you know, you don't have to worry about your freaking vape blowing up because you went too low of ohms, or your voltages are too high or something like that, or you just did something wrong. These aren't going to blow up on you. That's pretty great. Personally, I love my Rouleau RX 200, and then I have my Temple RDA. Not a lot of people run the Temple because it's got 36 airflow holes, and it's not for your new vapors. It's not for you new guys. This is for more of your seasoned veterans, I would say. But I like to believe my setup puts out the vapor that I want. You know, I'm always messing around. I built a 0.10 set of coils the other day, and you know, my vape allowed that because it's not. I mean, I'm glad I did because it allows for me to build without worrying if it's going to break something or if it's going to blow up or if it's not going to work. So it's pretty great. And I also have, by the way, I do have my lower building, you know, like on the smaller scale of things, I have a Dark Horse RDA with the Sagili Fuchai 200. Still a regulated box mod with all the safety features and stuff like that. So, it's great for when you just want to mess around, personally. And then the last thing, I mean, I'm sure you guys already know this, but practice is key. Practice makes perfect, and that's totally true, because you got to work on your breathing, you got to work on your inhaling ability and stuff like that. Like, some guys I see walk around two sides of their mouth opened up and everything like that, and you're just pulling in too much air, especially with my RDA. And, it's not good. So that's stuff you got to learn. And the one thing is, for you guys that are even seasoned veterans, and I mean, I like to think I'm pretty seasoned as a veteran vapor. I've been vaping around 4 years now, and there's always stuff I'm learning. There's always going to be something that you're going to learn. There's always something new. So yeah, those are my 5 things, or 6 things, or whatever, that I believe make for a more solid vaping experience. Leave down in the comments what you guys use. I mean, if there's 2 different tools out there that you guys would recommend, I'd love to hear that. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We're actually jumping up. I think since the last video, we've gained 10 or 11 subscribers, and that's just ridiculous, especially for us, because, you know, I mean, we're pretty stuck in our numbers. I mean, I know we're not going to be the biggest channel, but, you know, it's pretty cool to know that there's that many people out there watching us. But yeah, leave a like, please comment, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep safe, keep it juicy, and keep on a chucking.